Hi, welcome to your pick a card reading. This is for what's coming in for you in March. We're looking at love life, career, destiny, whatever comes up. So just take a moment and see out of the three piles, number 1, number 2, number 3, if you're particularly drawn to one of these numbers. I will put a timestamp in the description box so you can go straight to your pile of cards and get your answers for what's coming in March. I'll see you on the other side. Hi, number 1. It's official. Everybody wants to be you, including me. You've got such a gorgeous reading. It's absolutely lovely. If you watch my dailies, you will know that I am completely, honest as a tarot reader. And when there's difficult stuff to be said, I'll say it. I don't glitter the turd. But by gum, this is really, really nice. You don't always get readings that are just so coherently sweet as this one. So let's have a look here. Knight of Cups. This is one of my favourite tarot cards anyway. It's so elegant and he shows up so correct. You know, he's bothered to kind of, I was going to say shine his helmet. He's bothered to get his plumage right. He's got a decent horse. You know, he's made an event of it. And when you get this card, it can mean that for some of you, I feel like you are a water sign. There's a lot of water sign going on here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You may be dealing with another water sign or just in the realm of emotions, relationships, love. It can also be a side hustle or some kind of offer to do something that you are going to really, really love. You know, when you get the Knight of Cups, particularly paired with other cards like this, it's a love thing. You know, whether that thing is with another person or with a thing or, you know, a career or whatever it is, it's coming in and it's freely offered. That's what we really like about the Knight of Cups. A volunteer is worth 10 pressed men. That's what my mum says, okay? And she's always right. So when you get the Knight of Cups, the sheer delight about this is that you're probably not really expecting it, but also you don't have to ask for it. You don't have to wheedle and hint, you know, because there's nothing worse than having to drop hints and tell somebody, oh, I wish you could do this or I want that to happen. No, this is someone who just shows up correct and it's nice, it's good, it's beneficial, you're going to enjoy it. You might have been waiting for this, some of you. He runs straight into the Six of Wands. Winner, winner, chicken dinner or vegan alternative, okay? This is a card of celebration. It's a card of at last, you know, where have you been all my life? Why did this take so long? I only wish we'd done this sooner. I mean, it's lovely energy. What's offered here is something that is a win-win. It's somebody or something that brings something to your table rather than just taking away. And we love that. In the middle of the reading, we've got the King of Cups. The King of Cups is an interesting character, usually associated with Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. The thing that is so delish about this is that, of course, we have the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the King of Cups. And what you get is a progression as the person gets more emotionally mature or as the situation builds and gets bigger in emotion. Okay, so we have a progression here through the Six of Wands to the King of Cups from the Knight. It's like chef's kiss. We love that. Okay, this person is emotionally in tune, emotionally literate, maybe a bit psychic. I feel like you are. I feel like you have never been able to get to a point maybe where somebody could actually meet you at the level that you really need to be met, okay? This is someone who can meet you at the level you need to be met. I'll be honest, I'm not sure if this is going to happen in March because March is Pisces season and I feel like, I don't know why, but I have a hunch for spring. I have a hunch for April and May. But I think it's very important in Pisces season in March, so it's from the beginning to about the 20th, that you sow the seeds for this, that you get yourself out there, whatever that means, online or in real life or whatever's safe for you, or that you put yourself in the good juju. It's a very Piscean spirit when you're in Pisces season. You don't have to work hard for it. You don't have to maneuver or be in the right place at the right time. You just have to show up correct for yourself. And that means paying attention to all your hunches, believing in yourself, and not really noticing anything that you don't want to see in the 3D. You're just like, yeah, I know, but whatever. I've got my eye on the prize. I've got my feet on the ground, but I'm reaching for the stars. Casey Kasem. Okay, then what does this king have here? This is the theme. We've got the cup from the knight. He holds the cup, and the cup is the ace of cups. Oh, number one. Glorious. This is, oh God, wrong camera. This is self-love. Okay, self-love that spills over into love from everybody else. You fill the cup first. Okay, you fill the cup first. Self-love starts here, but I think it started a few months ago for you. So you may have been through an awakening, or even a breakup, or even a difficult time, a bump in the road with somebody, but you have educated yourself, I feel, that you've brought yourself through a bit of a spiritual ordeal somehow. That isn't indicated in the cards. I'm just getting that as a real hunch, that it feels like a kind of a spiritual ordeal. You may have been kept in the dark about something, or wondering about something, or it's been a bit too mysterious for you. When we get the Ace of Cups running into the sun, oh my God. I mean, the sun is clarity, it's radiance, it's good fortune, it's good luck, it's everything out in the open, and it's everything can thrive and grow. For some of you, this may be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, fire sign person. For others of you, it's now clear what you want. So if this is to do with career or destiny, you may have been plodding along a certain path that you didn't really know what to do about, but you kind of knew it wasn't what you wanted, okay? We've now got the energy of you being put in front of the right people and the right juju and just the right connection, whether it's romantic, which it is for a lot of you, or whether it's destiny, or whether it's career, or just something you're going to absolutely love, or just moving into a new phase in your life that is so much more simpatico and enjoyable than the last. Your oracle card is the thinker. So the person may be you may be involved with them quite an intellectual level, but also it's about the deep, big thoughts, not the book thinking or the kind of working things out on paper thinking. It's the Piscean way of thinking in Pisces season, which is messy and colourful and open-ended. Okay, be messy, be colourful, be open-ended. Woohoo! I love your reading. Romance Angel Oracle cards. Love it. Love yourself first. That's the Ace of Cups. Fill your own cup first, okay? And then others, literally like the Knight of Cups, will rush to fill it for you, okay? Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Don't doubt yourself, okay? Do not doubt yourself, particularly you water signs. You're always doubting yourself. Don't doubt yourself, okay? One or two of you here, even though there are no cards to indicate this, are dealing with an air sign, and that's just something that's come to me. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Faith, people. You don't even need faith, just look at the cards. It's incredible. Love this reading for you. Let's have a healing with the angels card. Do also check out your individual monthly reading. Those are out for Aries right through to Pisces. I've put them underneath in the description box. Woo! So you can find them. Yes. I'm going to take 2 for you actually. As if you don't already have enough. Yes. Nice. We get healing and we get nature. So obviously for some of you, being out in nature will be very healing for you, particularly if it's with someone else or by yourself actually, being near trees, being near water. But also for some of you, this is the great healing. Do you remember I said you may have been through an awakening? It feels like this is the great reward actually for some suffering that you've had in the past. You're healing and the universe wants to reward you and just send you the goodies and the good stuff. I love your reading. I'm not going to go any further with it. We don't need to. Okay, check out your monthly star sign in the box below and I'll see you soon. Namaste. Hi, number 2. Okay, put that there. Nice. I mean, number 1's was pretty amazing, but actually you're doing pretty well yourself. The oracle card that I pulled for you down the bottom here is regeneration. Regeneration here is literally this tree is managing to grow out of scorched earth. I like the energy of this. It feels like you may be coming into March with just some kind of difficulty behind the scenes or underneath, or just a feeling of all being a bit lost or all being a bit burnt. You know, when we say, wow, that was a burn, or I got burnt, it's that kind of feeling. So you may have experienced, like last year or even early this year, a breakup or losing a job or something that made you feel, oh, you know, that feeling when you just, what fresh hell is this? And it looks like there is a change in the tide. It's not completely all glitter and unicorns, but it's not half bad, okay? Now, just a side note, I'm just putting that one, I'll put it there actually so you can still see it. Just a side note, I did 5 cards for you. I'm doing 5 cards for each one, and then a few more kind of oracle cards and stuff on top. And also do check out your monthly star sign as well. After this, you can have a look for your individual star sign reading for March, which is in the description box below. When I was doing your cards, I did 6 accidentally. This guy fell out. So he's not in the mix, but he is on the side. And I just want you to know that he is on the side of your reading. King of Swords, of course, you know, air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. But also for those of you just dealing with somebody, for some of you, you've come from a past that was dominated by narcissism in some way. Now, I've no idea where that's coming from, but it's just a hunch I'm getting for some of you. It may have been childhood. Very often in relationships, we attract the state that we want to mend from our childhood. Even though we really don't want to attract someone like that. It's being human, isn't it? You know, spirit in the human body, having the human journey. Sometimes we insist on just going through the same lesson again and again and again. The universe kind of wants you to know that that lesson is done. And I like that for you, because it's not very nice when you're caught up in the loop of that lesson. You know, I've experienced that. And no matter, you always seem to be attracting the same kind of people, you know, the same difficult bosses, the same difficult work situation, the same kind of narcissistic romantic partners, all that kind of stuff. And the universe wants you to know almost, I feel, that it's been scorched. It's actually been expunged, scorched, dealt with, and now the leaves can grow on the little tree, okay? Amen to that for you, number 2. Amen to that, okay? I love that. Doing a little dance. Okay. Hence, and you know if you watch my dailies, and do subscribe if you want the dailies, the random love readings, the picker cards, all that stuff. I love the word hence. Ding! And I always ding a bell when I say hence. Hence, you have the 10 of Cups. This is Eros and Psyche, and it's the end of quite a kind of battle-weary cup sequence in this mythic tarot deck. They end up reunited at the altar, tickety-boo, you put the phone down first, all of that good cuddly stuff. Here it is, love, love, love. This can be yours, and I feel like there was definitely a time when you felt it never could be. Regeneration. Sometimes, and I don't know much about this, when there are fires in nature, and I'm not encouraging any fires in nature, I'm just saying natural fires in nature, things grow back, don't they? They grow back with a vigour. I know that in some places people do in a controlled way, and I'm not saying to do this, but farmers set fire to certain crops at certain times of the year. There's something about this. There is a phoenix rising from the ashes for you, but you had to get in that fire first, and it feels like you did, okay? Look here with the 7 of Wands. I'm not even going to read these in sequence because I don't think that this has happened for you in a very linear and pretty way, okay? 7 of Wands, Mars in Leo. Fight fire with fire. This is what you've come to. And it's what you probably weren't able to do before. I feel like there were occasions when you were fought with fire. This could be a fire sign that you were dealing with, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. It feels like for some of you, a fire sign could challenge you towards your 10 of Cups. I feel like this is not particularly going to come easy, but it is going to be good. It's going to challenge you, okay? There's a Wheel of Fortune here. I love this. We've got the 3 fates here. One of them threads it, one of them turns the wheel, and one of them cuts it at the end. Lovely. But you got Wheel of Fortune, it's a change. It's not everything's going to be amazing all the time. It's everything's going to be different. You're into a new momentum. You're rising rather than falling. And there's a big difference. You're on the up. Yes, there will still be some more bumps in the road, but you are on a different track. It's a different road, okay? And it's taking you to a much better destination. It will be hard to shake the demons of the past. We have the 9 of Swords, which is where it's the 4 a.m. card. It's where worry and future thinking and past thinking and all that kind of thinking catches up with you a bit, okay? I feel like this is inevitable, and if you try and fight it, it may be even more resistant to the good stuff coming in, okay? 3 of Pentacles says this is a time for sharing with others, connecting with others, co-piloting with others, you know, doing stuff with other people and allowing others to help you, and also you helping others. So if there is some kind of, because for some of you, this King of Swords, I feel like this is somebody, if you're dealing with an air sign, then you may be a bit in separation, or they may be a bit distant because they're kind of on the side of this reading. Or if you're just dealing with someone who you've had a bit of difficulty with, standing up to it with the 7 of Wands and meeting them toe to toe is going to cause a reaction which makes things move to a different level that I think you've been desperate for a long time. For some of you, this could be to do with a boss that you work with who you found extremely difficult. And it may be that there's a bit of a showdown coming. you know, and I don't mean go and thump your boss, you know, please don't go and thump your boss, but there's a bit of a showdown with this. It's a feeling of, it is a feeling of standing up to somebody. If this is about love relationship and somebody has not been pulling their weight or showing up, you kind of stand tall and let them know that you're not going to accept that you're not showing up for that anymore, and it makes them kick into a different gear. If you're single, giddy up, because 10 of Cups is a beautiful card. Look out for water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or an air sign, okay? Romance Angel Oracle cards, you get soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. 10 of Cups. That's nice. I thought we couldn't better number one, but this is just nice. Yeah. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So just know as well, if you're caught up with King of Swords and you're worrying that you could never meet anyone else, make sure you keep your opportunities open, okay? Yes. And healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Now, you don't have to forgive your parents. I'm not telling you that you have to do that at all. I'm just looking for my angel oracle cards here. But just know that what's going on and what's gone on is linked to issues from the past, from family patterns, okay? Ancestral stuff. That was clear right at the beginning. So, Healing with the Angels Oracle card. Yes, you get divine timing. This is all happening at the right time and in the right, imperfect and messy way that it's supposed to happen, okay? Just put your seatbelt on and enjoy the ride. Woohoo! Okay, do check out your star sign reading for March in the box below, and I love your reading. Leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you soon. Namaste. Hi, number 3. What an unusual reading this is. As I was putting the cards out, I was like, whoa, there are so many people here. It's literally just like a fistful of people. Okay. We got the Page of Swords, the Page of Wands, the Knight of Swords. Oh my God. Let's put them like this. Okay. We got air sign energy, we got fire sign energy. What I like about this is obviously the Page of Swords here upgrades and matures into the Knight of Swords. You can see he gets better armor, he gets better at doing what he needs to do, he gets more accurate. There is a message coming into you in March. It could be to do with an air sign person, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It could be to do with a legal matter. It could be to do with something at work. It has the feeling of some rather blunt information coming in that is delivered a bit sharply, but very clearly, and probably something that you really needed to know. For some of you as well, I feel like you're going to need to deliver some news to somebody that maybe you're going to struggle with actually articulating. You know, there's some ugly truths coming out here, but they are doing everybody a whole lot of good. So this could be that you have a hearing at work, or you've got an interview at work with the boss, or, you know, someone's going to ask you, are you happy with how we're doing this? Are you happy with the way things are? And you're maybe going to feel like you need to be honest about it. There's a clear and upfront discussion here. If you're asking here about romantic relationships in March, again, there's an opportunity to be crystal clear about what you want, but also with these sword cards, about what you don't want, about what you will not tolerate, about what you can no longer tolerate in your life. It's about boundaries. For some of you, there is some kind of issue here with a group of people. It could be social media, it could be like Facebook group or something like that, where there's a bit of backstabbing going on, there's a bit of cliquiness going on, there are groups setting into subgroups and talking about other people and stuff being published and all that kind of stuff. It would be better to get very, very clear about things. If you want to do something about it, get very clear about it before you try and confront anybody with it, because it feels like it could backfire if you haven't got all the facts to hand, okay? And again, if you are approaching a boss or going in for a hearing or pay rise or trying to justify your position in some way, make sure you've dotted the I's and crossed the T's and done your research properly, okay? Because they will pick holes in it if you haven't. Then we get the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. These are more playful energies than the Page and Knight of Swords. This is the energy of fire sign, okay? So it's more passion and it's more about being driven, and it feels like perhaps in the middle of the month, or when the sign changes from Pisces to Aries on the 20th, that you are going to go into a different gear, okay? By the way, do check out your star sign reading for March in the box below before I forget. It feels like you move into a different gear. So for some of you, a fire sign person or a person could come into your life at this point, as we move into Aries season, 2/3 of the way through the month, who comes into your life quickly and can be playfully. It can be really good energy for somebody romantically who's a bit younger, who's very fun, or a relationship takes on a more fun kind of feel to it. I really like this for you, but also I feel that for some of you, the information that you've found out here, and this can also be secrets being revealed from Page to Knight of Swords, particularly through social media or online, I feel like you're going to take the information that you've learned and you're going to act on it. Okay, now 5 of Wands. Oh, crossed wires. Oh, let me just turn that off. Crossed wires and people, you know, you can see it in the card. People getting messages crossed with each other, people getting tangled up with each other. Too many people, too many characters, too many people stirring at this point. It would probably be better, whatever the circumstance, whether it's romantic, whether it's work, and it could of course be all of it, to stand back and be the observer until you're very, very, very clear about what your position is. Okay, I really feel like you don't have all the information you need straight away, and that it might seem like you do have all the information you need, but you don't. Okay. The oracle card you get is poised. Something is on the brink of something. I know that sounds a bit vague. Something's on the brink of something, but it is. You're on the brink, but I don't think you quite know what you're on the brink of. And the universe kind of recognizes that in the way that the universe does. And I do like that for you, but again, I feel there is a need to warn and to say to be cautious. Let's have some angel therapy advice cards. Just going to do a couple of these. That one. Yeah. Take 3. Okay. You get Earth Angel. You are a light worker who has come to Earth to teach about love. Now, if you are a light worker, if you are an empath, which I think you are, you will know that not everybody appreciates that input or just your knowingness about things. It can really make insecure people get ratty, okay? I know it sounds, and you may have been attracted to number 2 when you were doing the choosing as well. I know it sounds flippant, but that's their problem. And in the past, you may have tried to accommodate these people, but I don't feel like you can accommodate them forever. It's their insecurities that are running the show. And you are a transformative person who's bringing something very precious to people here, healing work, okay? And their own insecurity and frankly jealousy, that needs to stay with them, okay? You are profoundly clairvoyant. Trust what you see in your mind's eye as well as with your physical sight, for your spiritual vision helps you with healing, teaching and guidance. Some of you might be finding the opportunity here to do some healing work, maybe professionally, okay? Maybe it's something you already do. It won't be appreciated by everybody, but it never is. You can't please all the people all the time, and you don't want to do yourself in trying, especially if you're an empath. Stick to your guns with this Page of Swords and Knight of Swords. And then we get the Ascended Masters. Powerful, loving and wise spiritual teachers are watching over and guiding you. Now I use Archangel Michael for this. If I'm stuck, if I don't know what to do, I chuck it up to Mike. Okay, this is what I talk about on my daily readings, and do subscribe if you want to get the daily readings, pop-up readings, love readings, pick a card, all that kind of stuff. Chuck it up to Mike. What you can't alter, put on the altar. If you're really stuck, Mike as I know him, he has a kind of plumb line to empaths. And empaths get into trouble. It's what we do, okay? Because being an empath is a bit messy, and you probably already know that. You trigger reactions in other people, which of course can trigger healing and great self-awareness. But if they have their own shadow side, you can trigger their shadow side, which means they become a bit either obsessive, difficult, picky, or just generally not very nice, okay? What do we want? Healing with the Angels cards for you. But it's not for you to move your stall, okay? You don't need to do that. Yes. Study. And I think for some of you, this is study and research. But for others of you, this is potentially teaching as well, okay? Balance, knowing your own power and also not stepping down from it. And I don't need to tell you not to be boisterous about it, because I know that you're not already. I can feel that. For some of you, we've got children here, and very much so. When you've got 2 pages and 2 knights, that can represent younger children, older children, teenage children. They may be caught up in the mix here, okay? Again, you can be lovingly holding to your boundaries if you're a parent. Particularly if you're an empath and a parent, that's always quite difficult because you feel your children's pain. Stick to your guns, hold your boundaries, and make sure in March, whatever this relates to, whether it's a romantic relationship, work, children, family, friends, whatever, that you get all the facts that you need before you say anything at all, okay? Do check out your monthly star sign reading. It's in the description box below, and subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.